Yemeni, I engaged with you before. You lied to me about the evidence. I'm not engaging with you. You did. We got it on camera. Ladies, you see, I wanted to respond to what you were saying. Please, can I respond to it? Because you said, please, I want to say. And I'm going to say it again. And if you disagree, he's looking for it right now on his phone. He's not going to find it.
We give you evidence. I'm not memorizing.
I know.
So it's good that I can get you a reference so that you can...
I know. But hear me carefully, yeah? I've debated many Muslims on this topic, right? People here in this park. Not one of them have been able to show me a verse that teaches that the previous scriptures are corrupted. That's point number one. So when you say that, please, brother, please. I'm just trying to have a civilized conversation. Remember, it was quiet before, and then all these guys came. They're worried that for some reason, talking to me, they think that it's going to cause you to leave Islam or something, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm just having a simple conversation. Now, that's one point. So when you say that the Quran came because of the previous corruption, the Quran doesn't actually teach that. Another thing, and not verbatim. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. Another point is this: you talked about the preservation of the Quran. It hasn't been changed for 1400 years. This is the very thing that I talk about in Speaker's Corner. This is the reason why I have 2 readings of the Quran here. One second. These are certified readings. This is part of the 10 qira'at, and they have contradictions in them. They have variances in them. I don't know why you're miking them up. I'm not going to talk to him. So they have contradictions in them. They have variant readings in them. They don't say the exact same things. That's one thing. I talked to him last time about early manuscripts. I showed him. Have you heard of the Birmingham folio, the Birmingham manuscript? It's one of the oldest Qur'ans that we have. It's just 2 pages. I showed him that that's not perfectly preserved. I showed him that there are readings in that Qur'an that are attributed to Ibn Masud, which is not found in any of these qira'at. The Quran. One second. It's not. I'm not talking to him. I am not talking to him. I am not talking to him. Anyway,
you're talking about Islam.
Thank you. Why don't you respect these women? They can handle themselves. They can handle themselves. Thank you. Anyway, I'm responding to what you said, right? I'm responding to what you said. So when you talk about the perfect preservation, right, that's something I take a big issue with, because it's simply not true. The Quran, I don't even know, with all due respect, what the Quran is, what was revealed to Muhammad. No Muslim truly knows that, right? So we can talk about the hadiths, we can talk about 7 ahruf, we can talk about all these other things. I just want to have a simple conversation with you. We've got more Muslims here now that want to chip in. I don't want them to steal the conversation from us. I'd rather hear what you have to say.
لو ما عندكم علم ايوه بس هو ما عنده اي علم عن علوم القرآن لمسائل القراءات والاحرف. نحن سألناه من قبل،
هو يقول لك
ايش معنى فرش وايش معنى ايش اسمه
حرف جر.
سبحان الله. نسيت
I really want to hear what you guys have to say. I was engaging with you. You know, notice no one is chipping in for me.
Because you have knowledge. You don't want to mix things up.
I understand, but I'm in this dialogue.
Because I feel like you can find a lot of facts, like a lot of things that would derail the conversation and be like, yes, for example, the Quran has been changed for and then you find other things that say, you know, it hasn't changed.
So what I'm relying upon, first and foremost, these are 2 recitations.
Yes, and I'm not familiar with these citations because they're not the one I follow, nor the ones that...
Well, this is the one that you follow, I'm sure. This is Hafs and Asim.
This is a tafsir, yes.
This is what people are using today.
But you have to keep in mind, different Quran tafsirs, which are kind of explanations of what the Quran is.
This is not a tafsir.
This is called the tafsir.
No, this is the reading of Hafs and Asim.
Yeah, tafsir wa bayan ali hashim.
Riwayat, so it's not a tafsir. It's a Quran.
These are tafsir.
No, but this is here. This is the Quranic material.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand that, but this here is a Quranic material. So I'm saying, it's getting out of hand, brother, please. I just want to have this. Why is this breaking down, guys? They see me talking to 2 young women. They're panicking, right? I can't have a conversation. Let me just say something. Let me just say something, right? Let me just say something.
When you ask us,
Sorry, sisters. What's your name? Well, actually, don't tell me your name. Can I get your attention for a second? How many weeks do I come here, right? And you have a Muslim man talking to Christian women, and I don't get involved. I don't interrupt. I just listen, and then I even walk on.
We're not the same.
I don't do that stuff.
We
I'm talking to two Muslim women here, right? And I can't even have a proper conversation with them because people are interrupting. What are you guys worried about? What are you guys worried about?
We are not worried.
What are you worried about?
We honor our sisters. We defend. We're not like you guys. We're not the same.
Okay, so I tell you what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna understand our knowledge.
So then let me show. If I don't understand, if I don't understand, then let me show. Let me. Brother. Come on.
I challenge you. I challenge you to read this correctly first, okay? Then you come to our knowledge.
Can I read you something? Can I read you something then?
No. I give you. Read like me.
I take a challenge right now. I'll take a challenge right now.
He's no one, you know.
I know.
No, he like
You see, it was so peaceful. In the beginning, it was so fine. I said to you, remember how I came to you respectfully. You were respectful to me. Now it's getting all crazy, but these guys are panicking. No, it's fine. I spoke to you. I'm interested. Can I be honest with you, brother? Can I just tell you? Can I tell you something, brother?
You don't know. Let him answer.
Brother,
Because he made a big statement. He said, I came every week here. No Muslim.
bro, man. Bro. Thank you. They're more than capable. Guys, can I have your attention? Right? You said something very important, and I'm responding to it, or I had responded to it. You said the Quran has never been changed. I'm saying I disagree with that, respectfully. You say that it came because of the previous corruption. I say I disagree with that, and your Quran doesn't even teach that. This is what we call the Islamic dilemma. I mean, I've even had a debate with him about it, and he couldn't refute me. So I've had these discussions with so many Muslims here. Now, if like when I said earlier, show me one single verse in the Quran that says that the previous scriptures are corrupted, the Torah and the Injil, no one's going to be able to find that. Now, just to finalize, so I'm just responding to the things that you were saying to justify why you believe in Islam. I'm telling you, respectfully, that it's not true. That's what I'm saying.
Do you believe that the Bible is not altered?
What do you mean?
Do you think that your Bible, the original transcript, is not altered and is still preserved somewhere in a church or wherever?
I'll answer that fully. I'll answer that.
I also have another question, because when I converse with my Christian friend, he's been telling me, there's like 70 apocryphal books.
Okay.
And he's been reading all of them, and some of them like contradict the other, or some of them like complete the other. But it's written by the church, I believe, not someone, like not the prophet, not the people who are like certified to write the Bible. So why do you believe in these kind of books that are written by someone and it's not altered? You don't think it's altered? That's
Okay.
my question.
I think what you've asked me is a brilliant question. I'm going to do my best to answer you. Sorry, can you move that camera? I don't know if it's blocking, yeah? You've asked me some good questions. I'm going to try and answer all of your questions the best I can. First and foremost, as Christians, we don't make the claim that the Quran makes. We don't say that the Bible is perfectly preserved. We've never said that. We don't claim to have the original. We don't claim that it hasn't been altered in some way, shape or form. Right? So that's one thing I want to make crystal clear. I think that the preservation of the Bible is better than the Quran, but that's a separate subject. However, do we believe that the Bible is preserved? Yes, but just not perfectly. What do I mean by that? I mean that the theological stance, us believing in the Trinity, that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, who died for the sins of the world. These are core Christian beliefs that are preserved within any version of the Bible that you find today. That's number one. The books that you're talking about, like the apocryphal books, we call them like the deuterocanonical books. These are the books in between the prophet Malachi and I think the time of the Gospels. Some consider them as the inspired word of God and some do not, right? It's just as simple as that. it doesn't have any effect on what we believe about Jesus Christ or the salvation of a Christian person. That's very important. Also, when we're comparing the Quran to the Bible, we have to bear in mind that the Bible is a collection of books. We have 66 books in the Bible compared to one Quran. In fact, when we look at the hadith, it turns out that Muhammad revealed the Quran in Sab'a Akhruf, which means that he revealed the Quran in 7 different versions. Why? Because each harf is not the same as the other. That's one point. The second point is this: when we look at the Quran, we see in the hadith that there are readings attributed to the companions, like Ibn Masud, for example, that do not exist within any of the 10 recognized readings of the Quran. We also know from books like Ibn Abu Dawud's Kitab al-Musahif that Ubay ibn Ka'b, one of the companions, and Ibn Masud had a different number of chapters in their Quran. In Ibn Masud, it's not a lie, I'm speaking the truth. No, see how he's stopping me. See how he's stopping me. I didn't say anything to you. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you when you were saying your stuff, right? Ibn Masud has 111 surahs in his chapter. Ibn Masud. See, I'm not a jahil. I'm not a jahil. He is a jahil. Now, let me. Brother. You see how they get? 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 One second. I appreciate it. I want to shake your hand. Thank you.
Where is your knowledge?
Ibn Masud.
I don't know. Speak first Arabic.
Please. Also, by the way, to back up what I said about Ibn Masud's readings not being in the Quran, you can see Sahih al-Bukhari hadith number 4944. His reading in the Surah of the Night does not exist in the Quran today. Someone answer me that. Also, another thing, and I just want to say this very quickly. In Ibn Abu Dawud's Kitab al-Musahif, he tells us, Ibn Abu Dawud, I believe, he tells us that Ubay ibn Ka'b, one of the companions, had 116 surahs in his Quran. And then we also find that Ibn Masud had 111 surahs in his Quran. Now, if we...
Give me the sanad. Give me the sanad of this hadith.
Brother, please. I gave you the book.
No, I don't need the book. I need the sanad.
My last point, right? Now, if you're comparing the Quran to the Bible, notice that the Quran is one book that was revealed apparently in 23 years. Yeah? And my last point. Yet this one book is missing verses from the companions. It's missing chapters, or there's disagreement about what the chapters are. Like I mentioned. By the way, Ibn Masud is the one that Muhammad said to learn the recitation of the Quran from. He was the best reciter among all of the companions. And even when the Quran was standardized, I don't know if you know the story when Uthman burned the Qurans. Imagine that. So there were differences in recitation from the people of Iraq and the people of Sham, which is today in Syria, right? And Ibn Masud was the one who gave the recitation, I believe, to the people of Iraq. And in an authentic hadith, Jami' at-Tirmidhi, hadith number 3104, he tells the people to keep the musahif that are with them. Don't let Uthman burn it. Imagine that. So Uthman standardizes the Quran, and in any other recitation that disagrees with his, he burns, whether Quranic manuscripts or whole copies of the Quran. Imagine we had that in our tradition, where an emperor or someone of caliphate status took all of these books and burnt them. This is why I say we don't know what the Quran is.
I think the main kind of point that I have here is that you are citing a lot of things that can be inaccurate and a lot of things that are partially accurate. But if you are truly curious about to know whether or not Islam is the true religion, then I think it's very important to kind of put your shoes in our place and kind of strive knowledge as a person who's truly seeking knowledge.
Give me some water, please, in my bag.
It's quite similar as if we want to kind of understand what Christianity is. There are a lot of loopholes that we can find in Christianity. And there are a lot of things that we can agree in if we have the mindset of actually learning about a religion. Because in all religions, you are going to find multiple different variations, multiple different citations and explanations. But if you dive truly deep to the core, then you'd understand that our core belief is one. We believe that God is one. We believe in doing good, and we believe in praying and believing in one God. It's as simple as that. You can find multiple different other beliefs, our like small things we differ in, but that's kind of the main message and core.
Can I just say one more thing? Okay.
That's exactly that.
The way we all believe is monotheism. God is one. The message. That's
Act good, do good, you shall. Repent to your sins as well. God is always merciful, forgiving as well. Like, there are a lot of things you can find that are a bit discrepant as well in Islam that we can find in any other religion.
Can I just say one thing to that point?
Yeah.
The reason why I take issue with any discrepancies or any kind of variances in the text, let me understand exactly what you mean by discrepancies. Are you saying that it's 100% preserved?
Yes. So
Okay.
the Quran is 100% preserved, but
Okay.
there are different explanations of the verses that exist out there because people explain it in different ways.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to press you on the preservation, right? I'm going to make that very clear. I've said my points. I'd encourage you to, if you listen to this video, to watch it over and to investigate what I said. I've even given you the references. Now, the reason why I take issue with the Quran, and I'll tell you why, is because it makes a divine claim about itself. In Surah Al-Hijr, chapter 15, verse 9, it says that Allah, and I paraphrase, pledged upon himself to preserve the text. That means if the text isn't preserved, then we have to then conclude that Allah can't be the true God, because he promised to do something that he couldn't do. Now, in my estimation, in my belief about God, is that if God makes a promise, he's faithful to keep it. So this for me is a very important point, because when I speak to many Muslims who come to this religion of Islam, they say, oh, it's never been changed, 100% perfect. On an academic level, you can research people like Dr. Dan Brubaker, Dr. Albert Fideli, Dr. Azma Hilali. You can research these people and they will show you in earliest manuscripts, for example, like I showed him and he lied about the evidence, and his friend lied even worse. It shows you variant readings that do not exist, and even worse, it shows you that corrections were made to align with this text. So I'm telling you guys, it's a hoax, it's a lie. The Quran isn't perfectly preserved. I'll leave it there. I'll allow you guys to do your own study.
We say, like, we're having a debate, imply or like say, oh, your Quran is not preserved.
We haven't said the same thing about the Bible, nor did we claim that it's a hoax, nor did we disrespect the religion in any way.
We just say what we believe from the Quran, from the verse we showed you. We didn't say it's a hoax or anything, so you shouldn't say that.
I apologize for my language.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I would say, like, if you read the first verse of Surah Al-Baqarah from the Quran, it says ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. It's not
This is the book.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the book that has no wrongs in it.
Okay.
If the religion or the people or Sahaba or Ahadith, there's many Ahadith like from the Sahaba.
The Sahaba,
That can not be 100% certified. That can maybe 90%. But that's why we have the certified Hadith or Hadith shibh sahih,
Partially
sahih.
or not true at all.
We take like seriousness in what we believe, and we just, like she said, we just try to do good. We believe in our God, and that's it. We're not trying to,
And I
bash like,
I understand.
Not Christianity, we don't want that.
We appreciate as well your kind of plan or like hopes and striving to learn about different religions and kind of defend your own. But that's the beauty of us existing with different beliefs as well.
Yeah.
It's not like we're forcing our opinions or beliefs on anyone. It's by showing kind of your character that kind of lets people kind of convert to whatever religion that they believe in. And that's kind of the main goal there.
Thank you.
Appreciate the talk.
I really did enjoy this. I'm sorry it got a little bit hectic,
No worries.
but they've calmed down now. That may have caused me to raise my levels a little bit as well, so I apologize for
Apologies if
that.
we couldn't give you like more.
No,
proper
don't apologize.
explanation.
Never apologize.
We're not like fully aware.
That's fine.
Can't give you-
And I respect that. And I hope the Muslims here who are watching can see that I'm not pressing because I understand that.
Appreciate
Yeah?
it.
All right, God bless you guys. Take care,
Have
yeah?
a good day.
Take care. Thank you as well. I appreciate your input.